What's up, everybody? Welcome back for some more Vampire Survivors. Today, we're going to keep going with the Emerald Diorama DLC. Oh, hello, Gizmo. On, she's directly in front of the monitor. Okay, there she goes. So, I just unlocked this character last time. Siugnas? Siugnas? Not sure how you're supposed to pronounce that. If anyone knows, let me know. New weapon, I think. Defeated enemies become followers. Increasing max health increases maximum followers. Triggers showstopper at critical health. Defeated enemies becomes followers. That must be like a very low percentage or something. All right, good. Because we can't be getting like hundreds of followers and you're killing hundreds of enemies instantly. I guess let's just find out here. But clearly we want to pump up our max health as well. Let's, yeah, we'll leave Arcanas and Limit Break on for now. Or actually, no. No Arcanas and Limit Break this time. I don't want this. All right, what's this weapon do? Oh, we got a follower already. Oh, interesting. The followers are kind of shitty, so they die. The followers are kind of shitty, so they die. Why? Because it's harder. It's more fun. I know we can get spinach on the stage, but I want it now. This is interesting. This is actually like a full Necromancer character. I don't think they've done this before. Oh, shit. What is up? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Seruptic. And Jason, what's going on? Altran, what is up, buddy? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for the raid. Swallow Slice. Jeez. Ooh, that was cool. I don't know about Fire Wand. Hey, what's up, Mirthblade? Welcome in. Thanks for being here, guys. A little Gaze Gaia, I don't mind. Gaze Gaia has been pretty sick so far, right? It does damage and defangs enemies. A little hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in, everybody. For anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Crunchpuff. Do a lot of Souls-likes, Roguelikes, and a lot of survival crafters. We're playing some Vampire Survivors right now. I'm going to be checking out a couple more Roguelikes throughout the day. Gizmo, what are you doing? She's directly in front of the chat monitor. I can't read right now, but there's a cat there, so you know, what am I supposed to do? All right, she moved. Hey, Ultran, thank you for the follow, bud. Thought I was already following. That's odd. Hey, no worries. Thank you for the follow now. All right, we definitely want max health. We want max health instantly because max health is going to give us more followers, right? Let's just vibe. And also, we should start going and getting stuff. I was hoping that we'd actually see some of these weapons in the level up screens. But we probably should be, you know, working our way around and killing bosses and stuff. Be careful, she throws hands. She does. But she was in good spirits there. She was just vibing. She just wanted to say hello. She's also a very sweet kitty, and she doesn't mean to be quite so violent. It just happens. All right, give me a little Rune Tracer. Also, does Rune Tracer hit these walls? You know it does. It makes Rune Tracer kind of crazy here, doesn't it? If I like get it right in this corner. Go bottom left first. All right, I'll take your ability there. Your advice there, Billy. Avalon. I do like Avalon. This is a good vibe. This is the kind of place where you live and it'd be foggy a lot and monsters would kill people. Basically just Yarnum from Bloodborne. Basically, I just want to live in Yarnum from Bloodborne. The Glaive! Alright. Gonna lurk and get some food crunch. Be back in bed. Hell yes, Seruptic. Thanks again for the raid, buddy. I appreciate you. Oh, and shit, I don't think I even got a shout out for you. My bad. Let me throw that out right now. Here it comes. Bad streamer. Thank you for the raid, though, buddy. I really appreciate it. Everybody give Seruptic a follow if you haven't already. All right, let's go more Town Sword. What's the Town Sword? What the hell does that mean? Does that mean like everybody uses it? I guess the only context I've heard the adjective town used like that is like the town bike, which is a very mean thing somebody says about someone else's mother, usually. Oh, I just got a notification for a work meeting. Fuck you, work. We are off today, baby. Get out of here. Get out of here. That meeting is not happening. The Town Sword is a Giga Chat. This one's new. We used it before, but it's still one of the DLC weapons. So let's rock with this for now. Also, this class is interesting. This character. like some real mechanics here. We're summoning these followers, and they are actually the enemies that we're killing. I could fuck with a little crown. Orders for rent. Dude, that would be an interesting service. It would fail, certainly, but... Place you go to rent swords? I mean, I guess actually, certainly that sort of service does exist. It's probably just on a giant scale for like movies and shit, right? Like historical reenactors and stuff. Probably mostly movies, but I bet also a little bit of historical reenactors and stuff. Because, right, there must be, I know for some shit, like if you watch like the Lord of the Rings behind the scenes shit, there'll be stuff about how they had to like make tons of chainmail in advance over like years building up to it. But I'm sure some movies, when they just like need a bunch of swords, they're just like calling some Hollywood service that has like a warehouse full of like different medieval weaponry, you know, for different cultures and periods and shit. And if it doesn't exist, I'm gonna go start it. I'm gonna stop streaming tomorrow, and that's my new business. See you, everybody. I don't really want any of this shit. Clover could be okay, right? Clover's pretty good. Rent swords. I can go for some wall chicken right now. That's true, man. Why aren't we just hiding chicken in easily breakable walls IRL? Oh, VeggieTales is fighting us. By the way, where's the boss here? The stuff Weta Workshops did for Lord of the Rings is absolutely insane. Oh yeah, 100%. Unsurprisingly, I'm a Lord of the Rings enjoyer. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. All right. Town sword. Loader's Peak. What do we actually, for the Lord of the Rings enjoyers in the chat, what are our opinions on theatrical versus extended? Because I'm a hard theatrical defender, personally. I think the theatrical versions are notably better. I think as someone that like is a big fan and has watched them a bunch of times, I think the extended's fun. And there's some fun shit in there, but there's also some like goofy and weird shit that fucks with the pacing. So what are y'all's thoughts? It's a divisive topic, I've found. European, what the fuck is wall chicken? Probably an American thing. No, it's a Castlevania thing. Also, welcome in, Evil. I've only watched theatrical, always extended. See, look at that. You've got different opinions right off the rip. Or actually, you don't. Hex, you've just only seen one. Me out of here? Oh, more Gaze of Gaia, actually. Things aren't looking that great, though, by the way. Maybe I should have taken those Arcanas in Limit Break, huh? Whenever Megan and I watch it, it's always extended. Haven't seen the theatrical in a while, but I do think the extra scenes had a little more background and depth. Yeah, and I do think they're fun. Like, I like the extended as a big fan, but I feel like one of the reasons I'm asking this is one of my roommates hasn't seen the movie before. And her other roommate, her boyfriend, wants us to kind of like sit down and blast through them all, which I'm totally down for. But he's pushing for extended, and a lot of us are like, if it's her first time seeing the movies, I think we should spare her like the 3 to 4 hour cuts and let her see the theatrical version, you know, first. That's my opinion. Like, I do think they're fun once you're like really into it and you want that bit of extra. But I think for like a first time, just like seeing a movie experience, the theatrical is the way to go. Me and a couple friends did a marathon of all the extended versions many years ago. I think we're all still burned out. Yeah, it's like 11 hours. This boss drops the weapon that gave you 100% iframes last time. Okay. So we could overcome that Arcana trouble for sure. Then after the long movies and Game On, it's a Sunday for sure, yeah. Shame to admit that despite my love for fantasy, you've never seen Lord of the Rings? Well, hey, I definitely recommend it. Sure, I'm not the first person to recommend it to you, but I'll say it anyways. I'm sure you're aware that they're beloved. Like 11 and a half. Hardly ever really interested in watching movies. Hey, well, that's fair. Not everybody's into it, you know? That was like a big thing my family did together growing up. You know, we would all sit down and watch movies. And then, like, as a teenager, my mom and I had a routine of going to the movies together. And just, it was, you know, I don't know, it was ingrained in me as like a nice, fun thing to do. A lot of the time, we'll go see a movie on Christmas. Like this year, Christmas Day, Leah, my mom, and I went and saw Nosferatu. It was fucking sick. Definitely not the first crunch and most likely not the last. Yeah, exactly. Like when somebody's like, I haven't seen Breaking Bad, and I'll give the same sort of spiel where I'm like, well, I'm sure you're aware that people are like, it's the best, and I agree. It's amazing, you know. But I know that you know, and you'll if you want to watch it eventually, you can watch it eventually. Because I was weirdly the same way with Breaking Bad, where I didn't watch it until like 2020, so I was pretty far behind, and I had that opinion where it was like everybody always told me to watch it, and I was like, I will, don't worry, I will. And I was like, I get it, it's great, and then I watched it and I was like, yeah, they were right, it's pretty fucking great. You know? I don't know, you sure it's not? Pin chicken to wall, shoot 5 times with AR-15, deep fry 10 minutes with homemade flamethrower, toss 2 gallons of corn syrup and add oil on it, let it sit for 5 minutes, dinner ready. I mean, would it be crazy for me to say that you're cooking with that comment? Tried watching Breaking Bad 3 different times, never made it to the end, so I've just given up? Yeah, and then there's also that case where it's like, yeah, then it's just, you know, it's just not for you, which is totally fair too. All this shit's subjective entertainment, you know? Hey, Moonsand, thank you for the raid, bud. Welcome in. Holy shit. 2 raids so close together. How's it going, buddy? How's the rest of your stream? Oh, hey, we killed the boss. I'll take by the end. I wanted Walter to have a downfall. Couldn't stand him. Well, yeah, I mean, he's a bad man. He's a real bad man and an anti-hero. And the people who are like, Walter White is sick are wrong. Not heavily interested in movies. Was it chill time? Let's go. Let me toss out a little shout out for you, buddy. Thanks for the raid. Did you get Diamond in Street Fighter yet? Moonsand's been trying to climb to Diamond in Street Fighter for some time. Is that an evolution? I think it is. Lord Star, Evolved Town Sword. Can glimmer the airwave tech, damage times 5. That seems fucking crazy. You like vamping, sir? Thanks, buddy. I enjoy it, but it gets to the point where it feels very drawn out and I can't keep my attention. That's fair. I feel like a lot of shows get to that point too. I feel like it's not 100%. Oh, we already got the kukri anyways. I feel like most shows, when you look at what people think is like the best season, it's often like the second to fourth. Pretty dependent on how many seasons of the show there are. The longer the show, the more likely it's like, you know, the end of the first third of the show is where like it peaks for a lot of shows, I feel like. And I think Breaking Bad is that a little bit, but it's pretty strong all the way through. We've been very similar show. We've been rewatching The Sopranos at our house. And that's another show that I know everybody's heard. Like, it's great TV, you know, it's one of the OG, like, premium television shows. But it is really fucking good. You watch The Sopranos, it's really good. And it holds up, like, all the way through. And a lot of it's actually aged surprisingly well, somehow. I mean, I am climbing, but Platinum isn't known as the purgatory for nothing. I made that up, but still. Dude, my hat's off to you. Climbing the ranked ladder in a fighting game is so beyond me. Oh, look at Dragon Man there. Also, we should probably get out of here. Oh, I'm dead. Revive me. What do we also, for what it's worth, Grimoire-wise, what do we need to do for passives here? To evolve these things that we have. We need the Parmages for that, right. And Parmages for the Kukri thing. And then pretty much all the other weapons in this DLC so far just evolve themselves. Some rare exceptions like Dark felt that had my curiosity at a high level throughout. I've actually wanted to watch that. I've heard that one's very good. I'm really excited. I've been waiting because we're gonna rewatch season 1 of Severance. I'm really excited to get into season 2 because season 1 for me was like that, just like had my attention the entire time. But obviously, it's just one season. I've heard that season 2 is quite good though, so I'm excited to check it out. Keith, you wondering to fuck all the way, but not in the frustrating way? Interesting. I know that's a thing that you know, Lost is super. Okay, this is not the one. We could get Pomarola if we stay here, but who cares? I want to go for the one that has Parmagus in it. But yeah, I watched season 1 of Severance back when it aired with one of my roommates, but now Leah and a couple other roommates want to like catch up and rewatch season 1. So after we're done with The Sopranos, we're gonna do that, and I'm pretty excited. Can I pull this boss and then just drag him around with me? I guess that's actually not smart, is it? Also, I know we could speed up time, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of vibing with the default pacing right now. All right, and here is the Parmesan Aegis. My familiars are getting fucking wrecked. Focus the Kukri up because that one gives us the invulnerability frames. Right. Go. We're chilling. We're chilling. What else is here? I think we get a weapon out of this one, right? We should definitely kill this boss. Bit off topic, but have you ever played FTL? I actually haven't, and somehow I've not ever even seen gameplay. I don't know what it's like. I know that people love it. I believe, just from hearing about it, that it's something like you're like maintaining a ship while you like work through like roguelike levels, something like that. Hey, our Evolved Gaze of Gaia, let's go. Evolved Gaze of Gaia is very strong. See, we don't need Arcanas and limit breaks. We're fine. We're fine. Come on, weapon levels. Although Crown's kind of a cheeks pick, honestly, because we haven't leveled it a lot and we're already deep. I'm sure. Actually, we don't want to take too many passives thinking about it, because that's going to make it so that we never get our things up all the way. Okay, it was just Glaive. You go to sleep for now. Bye, everyone. We'll catch you later, Kibber. Thanks for hanging out while you could, bud. Yep. Control Crew and Ship Systems. Good game for more chill/cozy streams. Interesting. I'll definitely have to check it out. Let's just grab all these levels and get out of here. Hey, there's another evolution. Or wait, no, sorry. It's just another level on the Lord Star. Just not used to seeing the sprite yet. Right, let's go. Rune Tracer. Runs aren't too long, even if you're doing good. Ooh, nice. I do like that. I feel like roguelikes either kind of have to lean into like sitting within like a half hour to an hour scope, or lean into being like very long, where it's like expected to take breaks. You know? I feel like that's my vibe. If the runs are always going to be like 2 hours, I don't know why, but that's like that's a kind of awkward spot for me. Do we snag a little garlic? I don't think we do. I think we stick to these weapons for now. I do think we maybe like get the fuck out of here though. Like, I feel like, what's a roguelike I played that got kind of long sometimes? Sometimes Slay the Spire runs could get pretty long, but generally I found the ones that got long were kind of because I was, like, taking my time. You can kind of blast through it. 300-hour Noida run. Yeah, I know Noida runs can be crazy long, but that's what I'm saying, where if you get into the space of being crazy long, where it's expected to, like, take breaks and stuff, then I feel like it works better for some reason for me. Which I know that's an arbitrary, just, like, what I prefer thing, but I feel like if a run's 2 hours long, I'd be more inclined to just sit there and do it all in one go. But then, like, by the final, you know, quarter, I'd be like, this feels too long. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm also just saying shit. All right, get me out of here. Know it requires you to be pretty good to last more than 1 hour. Yeah, I don't think I'm in the realm of lasting more than 20 minutes for quite a while. We're gonna be real. Hey, what's up, Grady? Welcome in. Let's keep pushing the kukri. I did play Wizard of Legend, yes. I played a bunch of Wizard of Legend, actually, but I never played Wizard of Legend 2. Who's here in Grelon? Any good items? There's a spinach level here for free on the ground. I mean, that's something. Wizard of Legend 2 is bad? I've heard that. I played the demo and I wasn't blown away by it. Played the demo and was not blown away by it. Wizard of Legend, one of the best roguelikes? It's awesome. I think I actually have the platinum for it, but it's not entirely because of me. One of my older roommates who doesn't live here anymore, one of my previous roommates, I guess I should say, a buddy of mine, he played it a ton on my file, and he got me many of the, like, toughest achievements. Like the, like, speedrun one and stuff. The pretty similar thing, I think, with Volgar the Viking. I'm pretty sure one of my buddies played me on my file a bunch for that. One of my, again, previous roommates, cleared, like, all the, like, super tough endings in Volgar the Viking and stuff. So I have a few trophies on my profile that I didn't rightfully earn, which I'm ashamed to admit. But, you know, just being real with you. All right. This run's kind of turned around. I think we're actually doing all right here. Yeah, it's hard for me to really put an exact... It's hard for me to call what are my favorite roguelikes, period. I like so many roguelikes a lot. Slay the Spire's in the conversation. Vampire Survivors is in the conversation. I think, for me, Rogue Legacy's in the conversation. I don't think it's necessarily the best designed. It was just one of the first roguelikes that I really played, like, the shit out of, and I have a ton of nostalgia for it. I liked Rogue Legacy 2 quite a bit as well. I also played the shit out of that game. And again, I don't think it's quite like... You know, I think at the end of the day, like, Slay the Spire does much more with its design that's much more interesting than Rogue Legacy does. But I just have a lot of nostalgia for how it kind of brought me into the genre. I just love the vibe of those games. I think they're really, really fun. Played Enter the Gungeon? I have. Not a ton, but I have. I feel like I probably put like 20 hours or so into Gungeon. And it seems very sick. That's definitely one. At this point, I know Enter the Gungeon 2 is coming out. So sort of like Slay the Spire, I'm thinking maybe we'll like play a little Gungeon, play a little Slay the Spire, but we'll more so play those games when the sequel's actually released now. There's so many new games are coming out that I feel like that's one of the ways to keep things moving along too, is to just prepare for the new ones coming out rather than start up the old ones as like big series. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go get some other stuff. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good about this run now. I do remember that I never got good at Enter the Gungeon. I don't think I ever even cleared it. Silk Song is coming out fairly soon too. That's true. And we've never played Hollow Knight. Maybe after I beat OG Castlevania, we'll play Hollow Knight before going for another Castlevania. I don't know. For what it's worth, I do know that I have, like, a relatively small group, but a small group of people that, like, really like watching the Castlevania stuff. Like, always comment on the videos. So, also, I just noticed that weapon there, or when you get a skill for the first time, it's a little light bulb. So I wonder if that light bulb weapon that guy has is just going to be, like, he can do all of the thingies, the glimmers or whatever they're called. I feel like Rogue Legacy was one of those who defined roguelikes to become a more popular genre rather than being a niche thing. 100%. And I think it's also one of the games that started the, like, gatekeepy discourse about, like, roguelike versus roguelite. Because Rogue Legacy is all about, like, you know, doing it over and over again and getting more and more power and literally just making your character's numbers go up. So that eventually the early stages just are very easy. And a lot of people are like, that's not the point. It's about, like, it being an even playing field every time, like Isaac and, I hate that shit. I think there's so much room for both to exist. I think Binding of Isaac fucking rips, and I think Rogue Legacy fucking rips. And I think people need to fucking stop gatekeeping that shit. Noita, Slay the Spire, Binding of Isaac, Nova Drift, and Risk of Rain would be my top ones. Gotcha, nice. Yeah, I've tried all those except Nova Drift, and I know you've vouched for Nova Drift a bunch, so I'm gonna have to check it out. Maybe next week when we try out a few new ones, we'll see. Like I said, I think this is still really in flux, so we'll see as we're kind of working out a slightly new channel focus, but I think we'll probably do roguelikes on Mondays most of the time from here moving forward. One of the other mentalities is so boring. I agree. Yeah, it's like there's literally so much room for both types of games to exist. And I get when people like they want to be hardos and be like, okay, well, let's at least call them different things so we can clarify. But there is just that inherent like, you're a soft little fucking, you know, piece of shit if you want to play a roguelite where you're gonna actually increase the power of your character. Isn't Isaac still a roguelite? Yeah, probably, honestly, because you do like unlock items and stuff that helps you with progression. Roguelike Monday sounds catchy. Yeah, I think that's the idea. Was it you? I think, Mira, I think you said Rogue Knight. Nova Drift is giga fun. Does anybody know, is Nova Drift by any chance made by the guy who made, I think it was called like Gunpoint or something? That's your case of just one more 2 hours after you were meant to head to bed. The worst case of that, so I've had one more run with roguelikes, had one more turn with strategy games. You know, I've had one more attempt with Souls games. But I think the game genre that keeps me, will actually keep me up till like 4 or 5 in the morning without me realizing it. Rogue Knight. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I like the idea of Rogue Knight. The games that for whatever reason can just like delete time and I don't even look at the clock are automation games. I was up when I was playing Dyson Sphere program, like in the height of it, I was losing sleep. I was fucking losing sleep left and right. It was a problem. Because it's just the kind of game where you're like, all right, I'm going to go to bed, but I just need to get this ore thing set up here. Oh, okay, but to do that, I just need to fly over to this other planet and get this thing set up. But okay, but just to do that, I need to make sure to clear up this other little problem I'm having with production. And it's like, all of a sudden, you just don't realize, and the hours have just gone. The hours have just gone. You've been hooked up to the dopamine IV. Yes, Factorio put me in the negatives. Yeah, I gotta play Factorio. That'd be another fun one to dive in at some point. It'll probably be a down the road thing, but I know they just put out a big update as well, like a DLC, Space Age or something. Remember an awesome game I played before, Sword of Survival Crafty? You should check it out. What is it, Billy? Tell us. You loved Gunpoint? Hell yeah. Yeah, that game, I want to say I remember that guy was making a game called Nova Drift. I had a little flirtation with game dev a number of years ago. Now it's probably like 7-8 years ago when this was. And I watched this game series of like, I knew nothing about game dev and I made a game that was successful. And it was the guy who made Gunpoint, and he kind of talked you through like how he learned Game Maker and stuff, and I followed that series a bunch. Forager. Oh, I played Forager. I didn't beat it, but I played it. I'm very familiar. XCOM was a huge time sink for me. God, it's so good. I've never played any XCOMs either. We've talked about that before. I do think I'd like them quite a bit. The closest things I've played are Mario v. Rabbids, which was really good, and Midnight Suns, which was also really, really good, honestly. Like, Midnight Suns was a game that I split with one of my roommates. More so, he was really into it, and I was like, if I can get it at half price to split it, I'm definitely down to like poke in and check it out. And then kind of without expecting it, I sat and just blasted that whole game. Midnight Suns was really fun. And I'm also not the biggest Marvel stan on the planet. Like, I enjoy Marvel stuff, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't play a game just for the IP. You know, if anything, the IP was kind of just there for me. It wasn't a negative or a positive, like, it's fine. I like Marvel stuff well enough. But Midnight Suns was really, really fun. A really well-made game, and it's made by the people who made XCOM, so that just stands even more to reason that I probably would like XCOM. You liked Rabbids, you're in for a treat. Had Forager in your wish list, might have to give it a whirl. Yeah, I really liked it when I played it. I remember I got distracted from it and didn't beat it. It'd be a fun one to return to at some point, but it was good. it has like a little bit of like the way stuff regenerates in Forager from what I remember. It almost has a little bit of like an idle game kind of thing. Where you're like building up stuff and then you're kind of letting stuff build up and then you go around and you harvest everything and... Crunchpuff 4 next, run, enable blast processed sounds. What do you mean by that? Is that an option? Can I just do it now? I'm not sure what you mean by that. An option? Okay, it's probably just an out of run option, I guess. Why did I choose mana there? I don't know. We're actually kind of vibing, aren't we? When I thought Crunch said idle game, I mean, I did say idle game, but I meant like, you know, like an idle, like incremental AFK game. And I don't think Forager is quite there. I think it's definitely a game you're intended to play actively the whole time. It incorporates some of those elements with kind of like very quick farm sim stuff happening. Stuff's like growing on your island very fast, and you're going around and, you know, mowing the lawn of stuff and then soaking up the grass. Also, what's up, Tail Saga? Welcome in. Later on, it definitely has some idle aspects. Yeah. That was the vibe I remember. That's kind of like the differentiator I remember from it a little bit. There was a very similar game that came out recently. What was it called? I played a little bit of. It was like take Forager, but make it third person or first person in a 3D world with like Minecraft, you know, kind of vibes. I want to see an idle game. I love idle games. Idle games are the best phone games, IMO. Busy working on your base on the server right now? Dude, let's go. Triumvirate. The final server update's gonna be fucking epic. Outpath. Yes, Outpath. Outpath. That was definitely one of those games where it's like you start playing it and just like go slackjaw and let the dopamine roll in. Maybe the friends we survived were vampires all along. Honestly, Datlight. Also, welcome in. Hope you're having a good one. Happy Monday. Nice mix of genres, TBH. Yes, it was definitely Outpath, Mira. Thank you for snagging that. Maybe go some other stages here, maybe? I'm kind of vibing, honestly. This is huge. Yeah, I'm a big culprit of just like, especially if games are very cheap, I'll try lots of shit. I love trying a new game. Like every time like a shitty new MMO comes out and is like free or like $10 buy to play or something, I'm one of those chumps that like will play it. Just to see. Just to see. Just to like make a character and walk around the world and like see the jank for myself. I don't know, I love starting a new game so much. Liked if it was very much a constant go, go, go vibe. Yeah, I guess that's fair. And you know from watching me play Terraria, I'm not really a go, go, go player. I'll take my time with shit. See, who needed Arcanas and limit breaks and shit? We're fine. We're fine. We'll let him cook player. Yes, thank you, thank you. Got him taking the views and cooking play. Exactly. It's all about enjoying the ride. Ever heard about that hidden gem no one talks about called Kenshi? Oh yes, I've looked at the Kenshi Steam page many times. Many times I've looked at Kenshi on Steam and considered getting it. And somehow I've resisted up until now. I have resisted, but I have been on the fence many times. Because it very much so interests me. It very much so interests me. It feels a little like Mountain Bladey, but like on a more personal level or something. With like more sandboxy elements. Because I played a lot of Mountain Blade Bannerlord 2. Which was a lot of fun. At least my understanding of Kenshi is it's like kind of like that, where it's like open, you kind of like set your own goals and work up an army and go and conquer lands and stuff. I also heard that it's like kind of jank as fuck though. People are like, it's amazing but awful. It's one of those games, I think. Like mostly like it's amazing, but that there's like some horrifically obtuse stuff and like no quality of life or some shit. But yeah, Kenshi's one of those games that probably 3 or 4 times a year for the last like 5 years I've been, you know, I find myself on the Steam page thinking about it. Yep, it's boss as well. It's got so many crazy things going on with it. Play Remnant on stream yet? No, I haven't. Can't remember if you had or not. Leah really wants to do Remnant 2 on stream at some point. Her and I played a bunch of Remnant 2 together. Remnant's so good, dude. And Remnant 2, I think, is honestly just a straight upgrade. Remnant 2 is fucking sick. Yeah, that's something we may do at some point. Want to get into it? It rips. It rips super hard. I will say the puzzles in Remnant 2 are insanely cool, and one of the factors of them being insanely cool is they are actually very difficult. There are a lot of really cool secrets and stuff in Remnant 2 that are very easy to miss, but like the solutions to them are cool and shit. Fave Remnant build, I like a sniper rifle. Remember in Remnant 1, I actually went like pretty like summons heavy? And then in Remnant 2, I was playing with Leah, so I was playing like a melee bruiser, and she was playing like a healer, and that was fun. Damn it, I hate puzzles. Do you? That's funny, Squid. I feel like I never knew that about you. Well, a lot of these aren't like required, but there's a lot of cool secrets you can find, and some of the puzzles are pretty crazy. They're good games. I'm curious to check out the Lords of the Fallen 2.0 again. About the puzzle of life and love gamers. That's the puzzle I hate the most. So deep, hate is strong, but I generally don't play a lot of games with puzzles in them. Interesting. You enjoy, like... I feel like you loved, the new God of War games, right? And God of War in general, those always have puzzles in them. Granted, at this point, you know, you've got, like, fucking the head on your belt that's like, Kratos, do this, do this. Do this, go push that button, Kratos. Basically, just Twitch chat, the in-game feature. I like puzzle games, but I'm bad at them and get frustrated easily. Yeah, when too ready gets a player, more of a PvE guy. Hated GW2. Do you mean God of War 2? Like Ragnarok? I liked the game in general, but it had issues, I thought. It's a really sweet, like, AAA spectacle thing, though. Yeah. You like puzzle games where you're bad at them and get frustrated easily? They can be annoying, but yeah, I find them satisfying. I like a puzzle game. I like a lot of games. Pretty varied gamer. Never ended up finishing Ragnarok. I did, but honestly, by the end, I was kind of pushing through just to like see the cutscenes, basically. You know, which I feel like for me is not a good sign for a game. It's good that I was invested in the story at that point and wanted to see it through, but the gameplay was just kind of like whatever. And if it had been a lot longer, I don't think I would have made it through. You know, which is why games like The Witcher 3 I've never been able to do, just because... There you go here. Oh, we didn't. Why did I do that? Whatever. The Witcher 3 is supposed to be very, very long, and I do really enjoy the writing, and the story is very cool, but I just don't think the gameplay is very engaging. The combat's a real snoozer. Very floaty. But I've tried to push through it a couple times because I do think the writing is excellent. And the cutscenes are engaging, and I'm interested in the story. Where you were at? I think I prefer puzzles in games rather than IRL. Don't want to do shit like taxes and insurance. That's true, actually. I got that YouTube verification thing yesterday to, like, verify my address so I can actually get paid now that I've been monetized. Then I saw that I had to, like, fill in taxes again, and I was like, oh, man, I just did my taxes. I don't want to deal with this. I'm gonna perm my iframes again. I think you're right, actually. So, I still need to fill in my taxes on YouTube. I do like an IRL puzzle, though, just like a jigsaw puzzle. My family used to do those growing up. It's now been quite a while because just with all, we have, 4 cats in the house, we feel like we can't have a puzzle that's like up on the table, and stays not destroyed for a long period of time. Yeah, I think we're invincible, huh? What do you drop for me? Hey, that's another revolution. That's good, at least. I think we'd already gotten that one. We did. We got a couple evolutions we couldn't get. I wonder, is it worth our time to go for this wherever this chest is that's left around? Not quite 100%. I could die. Kill me, bro. Oh, nice. You got me. All right, that's fine. It would have been nice to evolve a couple weapons, but we still got 2 unlocks. That's good enough as far as I'm concerned. Hey, lock Sanguine Star, starting weapon for Siugnas. So, yes, the characters, that's something we realized before we started recording. The characters are getting different starting weapons. We'll have to try the first character's starting weapon in the next one. That was fun. Let's take a look at our damage and stuff. Once again, Gaia was crushing it. Gaia was absolutely crushing it. All right, hell yeah. Let's go ahead and call that one there. That was a fun run. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. If you did and you're watching, you're on Twitch, definitely hit that follow button and stick around because we're going to keep going with some more after this. If you're watching after the fact on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody.